Traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again.
That's old Blue Eyes singing the words from the pen of Paul Anka. Regrets, I have a few. I thought I'd start here. Growing up some 60 plus years ago, I vowed no regrets. No way. Of course, time has a way of creeping up on you. And by the time you turn around to see where you've been, you can't help but notice a regret or two. I've tried very hard to keep them to a minimum. I live by a simple motto. Opportunity doesn't knock once, but it's knocking down the freaking door. You just have to be listening. This mantra has taken me down many roads, and I mean many. At least 5 distinctly different career paths. I think my single major fear, and I'm sharing here, is sitting in a rocker as an old man, counting up my regrets. I wanted to travel, to see this country from sea to shining sea. So my wife and I went RVing for 5 years or so. We visited small towns to big cities, went to some great museums, from the Buffalo Bill Cody Museum in Cody, Wyoming, to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I whitewatered on the Colorado and four-wheeled in the Arizona desert. Went to the Great American Experiment, the national parks, Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore, the Arches in Canyonland, to the Great Smokies. We took a 4-seater plane to Mount McKinley while we were in Alaska. But the greatest thing were the people we met. Many we're still in contact with. Now a brief word from our sponsor.
He once played the bagpipe, but not well. He ran out of breath. He spent 4 years in the Marine Corps and believes Gomer Pyle is his biography. He's a natural compass. People ask for directions all the time, even when he's lost. These are his stories. Who's going to remember yours? We are Personal Memoir Films. We are your life preserver. He is the 687th most interesting man in the world.
Live on, my friend. Welcome back. Now, I've been lucky. I have a great wife who wanted the same. I'm in decent health, and I have just enough fear from keeping me from going crazy. For many people we met, this is one of their regrets I heard way too many times. My spouse and I always wanted to travel, but my spouse got sick or passed away. Rarely was money the reason. And what about you? What's on your list to do? Travel? Write the great American novel? Jump from a plane? Or go over Niagara Falls? Pardon the trite, but the world is your oyster. Develop your bucket list now, if you haven't already done it. Tomorrows are finite. Now, don't get me wrong, I have my share of regrets. I feel one of my major regrets is not getting my mother's life stories. After all, I'm in the business of collecting life stories. I did what many of you say, I'll get it tomorrow. Well, I ran out of tomorrows. Now her family stories are gone. In just one generation, without those family stories, it will be like she never existed. So regrets? Yeah, I have a few. But heed my lesson. Tomorrows don't always come. Remember this quote. As long as you are remembered, you live. This is Rich Auerbach for Personal Memoir Films. Talk to you again next month. And please pass on this blog to your friends and relatives.